Second down, Prescott. And he fires one incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. To the air again, Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Dak finding his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. The play clock's running down. Now a play fake here on first down. A dump off to Elliott. 23 yards on the play.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. And again, it's Prescott. Oh, it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Looking to throw. Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Todd Davis leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. To throw is Prescott. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not got too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Again, Anderson. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. And Fowler's got it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
An update now from Oakland. The Jets out to the early lead. Josh McCown leading the way offensively. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And there are the numbers for C.J. Anderson on the ground last week. 18 carries, 64 yards.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their fit up last week. It's a pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
On 2nd down, Anderson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. From the 50, it's Simeon. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
On 2nd down, here's Simeon. He goes underneath for Anderson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Simeon. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, They remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. Now the second-year man from Syracuse, Riley Dixon, on to punt, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Here's Prescott. Completes it to Jason Witten. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
Well, warm up QB2. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
So not much to speak of scoring-wise in this first quarter of play. 0-0 our score. Charles and I back to Denver after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll give to Elliott. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Prescott now on second down. Gets it to Bryce Butler, complete. And he'll go down at the 28. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. The numbers for Dak as a rookie last year are still kind of mind-boggling. And you look at QB rating. Dak was 104.9. Now, among full-tacks, Matt Ryan and Tom Brady were higher.
And look who he finished ahead of. Guys like Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Russell Wilson. Amazing.
First down carry by Elliott. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Prescott to throw, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
A second down throw for Prescott. And the hit turned it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch it unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And that will be incomplete as well.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along, or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. A reminder, coming up tonight, Green Bay visits Atlanta. All sorts of storylines there. A playoff rematch, also the opening of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And then on Monday night, the Giants host the Lions.
So the Giants play on Sunday night and Monday night to open the season.
Yeah, 2 under the lights. First down, it's Simeon. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Stephen Paya busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack compressed down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
What was it? It was you thought up a storm. You was coming like for a good 10 minutes.
I was throwing an interception.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Coming from me without you.
Out of the gun, Simeon. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Every throw he did,
and there's no question of going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield, and this ball winds up being intercepted.
I took off my damn sweater. I took off my damn t-shirt. I was like, go on the field.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them.
And he's going to be wrapped up and dragged down. Zach Kerr in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage is not a great start.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's caught by Butler over the middle. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Or Jada.
The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Prescott from the gun. Coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
So it's third and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they're bringing an extra defensive back and just blanking the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Both Sanders and his running mate, Demaryius Thomas, have been over 1,000 yards each the last 3 seasons. Demaryius Thomas takes care of a lot of stuff downfield. Manny Sanders likes to work inside the margins.
Great compliment for each other, aren't they?
They work very well together.
Now Anderson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard. And just like that, it's third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. And you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. 3rd and 2, Simeon. And this is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job here for the completion.
Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They start on the ground with and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I don't know if Lindy already said something today.
Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
He's like, okay, like, can you fucking leave? I said, oh, okay. But she was good at first. And then she got in her mood, so I was a little worried about it. So I give her space, and then I see if
So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
I'm pretty sure it's probably
Now Prescott. That's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Yeah, and you know how
Throwing, Prescott. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
His hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, it's going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he's trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
That's why when she gets in her moves, I just kind of let her do her thing, and then I make sure she's okay.
So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Now the 7th-year man, Chris Jones, on to kick. Emmanuel Sanders deep for the Broncos. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Run it again with Anderson. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Here we go now. 3-19.
11 yards and a 1st down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Right after this. Don't forget, coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Larry Ridley. Larry will have the highlights of this first half, but he won't have touchdowns because we haven't had any to this point.
But there's still time, though, partner.
Let's go. 3-19.
To throw on second. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. The rookie from Michigan, Taco Charlton. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Challenge that. They're going to challenge it.
Now it's the Chiefs' all-time leading rusher. It's Jamal Charles on the carry. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Returnable here from the 38. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he rifles one incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Prescott off the play fake to McFadden. In traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Todd Davis. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And Denver getting set to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
After the interception, here's Simeon. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Second down now after the pass completion. give it to Anderson. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, let's do it. Here's a look at the first half highlights. Now 1st and 10. Browns got the sack here. This will go for a loss of 7. Offense out now following the turnover. Defense will get to the quarterback here. This will go as a loss of 10.
I told you what I wanted.
Down to late in the first half. Defense will get to the quarterback here. This will go for a loss of 8. Still late stages of the second. Prescott's throw under pressure leads to the turnover. Davis, the one who makes the pick to give a boost to his defense. So that'll wrap it up for us here at the EA Sports Studio. We'll head back now to Denver for the start of the second half.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Trevor Siemian and the Broncos heading back out. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far. And this is going to be he won the fight for the football. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Siemian. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Demaryius Thomas, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos are in for 6. So they lob it up on the fade, and really a great play to go up and make that catch.
It's something that takes some timing, and people work on it all the time. Even when they're just warming up, you know, that old pat and go when they're just warming up, throwing the football. A lot of the time it turns into that route exactly. A fade route, and this one turned into a touchdown.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And Denver getting set to take the field. Now, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them, because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Comes to Anderson, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Shotgun snap for Simeon. And able to find Green. And he gets this down to the 18. Good on his
zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw, Simeon. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go.
Now Simeon. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, This feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
All right, here we go.
Throwing on third down, Simeon. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The rookie from Michigan, Taco Charlton. And that's going to make it fourth down.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack. I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And McManus able to put it through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
No,
and I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play call, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second down and 4. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On 2nd down, Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Time running out here on the play clock. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gunn alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout, and now we're set to get going. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that's caught by Beasley. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Prescott down. And this one caught by Beasley.
Holding offense.
Dang. Don't shake your head like that.
So they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now a play fake here on first down. A dump off to Elliott. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It goes as a gain of 8 and it moves the chains.
What stands to reason they give Zeke the ball there? I mean, let's face it. Last year, led the league in first downs picked up.
Yeah, 91 of them, 19 more than second place David Johnson.
Now, you can see the confidence that the team has in him touching the football. Offensive line wants to block even harder because of him.
And an update from out west in Oakland. It's the Jets who are leading that ball game at the moment. Josh McCown, 2 touchdown passes thus far. From the red zone now, Prescott. And his pass is intercepted.
Dang. I don't want to play no more.